Like we always do at this time, I go for mine, I get to shine. Now throw your hands up in the sky.
Hey guys, it's Nero and welcome to the second episode of Friday Free-For-All Breakdown. This week we're going to be covering Nuketown. It's a map that I rarely ever lose when I play Free-For-All, and I'm going to give my tips as to what I do to make sure I don't lose. So basically first I'm going to be showing you the initial spawns on Nuketown. Because if you want to know how to take out everybody on Nuketown, as soon as you spawn in, you want to know exactly where the enemy is going to be. You want to know exactly where the next closest person to you is going to be so you can take him out. It's kind of like in a fight, you want to get that first punch in a fight, you want to get first blood in a free-for-all. It kind of sets the tone and the tempo for the rest of the match. So just kind of memorize these spawns. These spawns they're very simple to learn, really, because Nuketown's a really small map. Bigger maps, like jungle and stuff, those spawns are a little more difficult to understand and a little more difficult to memorize. But these spawns, very simple. Very, very simple spawns, and I'm spawning upstairs in the blue building, or I guess it's kind of a tealish, I guess you would say. I'm gonna run right outside. I'm gonna go for the guy that spawns in the garden. I get him, and there you go. First blood, get the first punch in the fight. Right now, I'm just kind of being weary because I'm wondering where that guy from the garage is, and there's also people still spawning back there in the garden. The garden's a very key spawn, so you always want to be weary about what's going on in the garden behind you. But I spawn up here behind the yellow building, take him out, and there's one thing I can teach you about Nuketown is to be aware. Because when you spawn, chances are there's like 3 people within 15 feet of you at any given moment. So it's not as much of a cluster as Shipment would be in Call of Duty 4, but it's pretty close. So right here, I hear this guy. Like I said in the last video, sound very key. I hear him, but his I'm not gonna say teammate, but another guy picks us both off. And, see, look at that. As soon as I spawn in, you gotta be very wary. As soon as you spawn in, you gotta be looking around. You have to Nuketown. Situational awareness is something you really got to stress on Nuketown. That's something I'm going to stress to you right now. Is situational awareness, and when you spawn by the blue building, stay in the general area of the blue building, because my entire strategy basically towards Nuketown is to take over this blue building. You stay in the kitchen. They're going to spawn 3 spots. They're going to spawn right there on the right side of the fence. They're going to spawn back here in the garden. Obviously, the garden's a very key spawn here on Nuketown. And the third spawn they're going to be spawning around the blue building is right back here by this fence. For whatever reason, as soon as they spawn in, they like to run up and go right in toward the kitchen. So I basically like to stay in the kitchen, and I just kind of bob and weave through the side door and the back door. And usually every time you poke your head out, there's going to be a guy there. So you see this, I'm just kind of bobbing and weaving. Here's my tip for you guys. Kind of stay in this area if you can. As long as you can be there, if you're spawning up on this side of the map, try and take over this area. That's what free-for-all basically is. You're holding down an area. I mean, you can run and gun it, but you can run and gun area to area is basically what you're going to be doing. So for kill streaks, my napalm, I like to drop my napalm right along this line right here. This exact line, it takes out the entire side of the map. And I only get 1 kill off to get a pretty decent multi-kill with it later on in this free-for-all with the same one. And, Mortar team, very weak, very, very weak kill streak, but I decided to drop here in the backyard. They don't get anything for me. But it's a good place to put it because, like I said, behind the blue building there's a lot of action going on back there, so you might be able to pick up a kill with it. I just happened to not get a kill at all right there. So we run around, and whereas in the blue building you kind of want to take over the kitchen. If you're over here by the yellow building, you want to take out the upstairs basically. You want to be able to take out that because you can run out there on the deck, the balcony there, and you can look out into the backyard where people spawn there by the fencing. Great place to take them out, and people spawn here next to the pink building. I mean, there's spawns all around you. You have to be very active, lots of situational awareness when you play this map. And you have to be very, very wary of what's going on around you. You have to be awake. You have to be focused when you play this map, or else you're just gonna get torn up. Because a lot of people are good at playing this map. I'm one of those people, and that's why I feel I'm in a position to teach you guys some proper techniques to winning on this map. And see, I get my kill streak right here. Here's something else. When you get your kill streak, don't just call it in as soon as you get it. Get yourself to a safe spot. I get myself behind my claymore and lay down in this room and end up getting a kill claymore too. So I call my napalm in the exact same spot, get a triple kill off of it. I drop my mortars right here in the back. Now I'm going to show you a little something about the mortars, but see, I kind of spread them a little more far apart. It didn't really do much. I still didn't get a kill with it. And I'm going to show you why. Mortars are actually a pretty terrible kill streak. A lot of people think mortars are a really bad kill streak. So here's the shell of a napalm right here. That's a shell of a napalm. Pretty big compared to that clock right there. Pretty decent. Pretty big. Now, that's a mortar. Have you ever actually looked at the size of a mortar? Look at that dinky little thing. That is a mortar. I mean, you get up close to it and you kind of look around like, yeah, it's decent size. It's pretty big, pretty tough. I can imagine that thing taking out a lot of people. You zoom out, look at that thing. Compared to the napalm thing, that's why mortars aren't that great. but I still like to use them. It's kind of a reminiscent of World at War with the artillery strike, which it's nowhere near the artillery strike, but it's kind of like it, and I have a lot of fun using them, because once you do get killed with a mortar, you feel pretty good. So that's why I like to use the mortar strike. So up here, taking out the yellow building, like I said, you gotta take it down. You gotta hold down an area, especially on Nuketown. Get my Rolling Thunder in. I'm not just gonna call it right in. I'm gonna try and get some more kills. You know, I'm gonna make sure I'm in a safe area before I call in my Rolling Thunder. Spawn in here. Could I just called in when I spawned? No. When you're spawning outside, especially on Nuketown, you don't want to call your stuff in there. So I'm gonna come upstairs, get the claymore down to watch my back. I'm gonna take out this guy who's just not paying attention. Lay down the exact same spot. Where Rolling Thunder. I decided to put basically the same spot as my napalm, just a little closer towards the middle of the map, because even buildings, a Rolling Thunder just takes out everything. That's why I like using Rolling Thunder. It's a great kill streak to use in free for all. You know, in my suggestion, when you're using free for all, you shouldn't use a kill streak above 8, and you can use either Rolling Thunder or the Blackbird, but those should be your top kill streaks. And that guy comes up and just gets me. You know, there's nothing I can really do right there. You know, because I couldn't hear him, and I was trying to watch one area, and he kind of gets me from my flank. I couldn't hear him because of Rolling Thunder. But basically, that's it. Those are my tips, guys. Just hold down. You have to be very aware of the spawns around you. Pick either the downstairs of the blue building or the upstairs in the yellow building, and just pay attention. Be alert is basically what you can take away from this. Class selection, I suggest using a submachine gun with sleight of hand. You know, quick firepower, and you reload a lot. So as always, it's been Nero. Please rate the video if you enjoyed it, and have a great day.